Have you started using Minoxidil to regrow your hair and found yourself wondering, is this actually working? Am I regrowing hair or just wasting time and money? Or even worse, could it actually be making my hair loss look worse? Today we are going to be looking at 3 important signs that will tell you if Minoxidil is regrowing your hair. These are the signs that will tell you for sure if you are on the right path, so you can stop guessing and know for sure if your hair is regrowing again. Let's be real, you started Minoxidil with a picture in mind. A thicker, fuller head of hair. But this isn't that episode of The Simpsons where Homer grows a full mane overnight. This is a treatment that works but takes time. Some people see results in weeks, others in months. That is why it is so important to keep an eye on these important signs I'm going to tell you about. For the first few weeks, the reality can be frustrating. You are applying Minoxidil every day, making it part of your routine. And what do you get for all of that effort? Well, the mirror just shows you the same thinning spots, the same white part, the same scalp peeking through. It is a slow game and it's where most people give up. But here's the secret that quitters don't get. Minoxidil isn't paint. Can't just instantly cover a bare spot. It's a biological trigger. It has to wake up and change the behaviors of thousands of tiny hair follicles under your skin. So why the huge gap between starting the treatment and seeing results? It all comes down to the hair growth cycle. Minoxidil's main job is to be a wake-up call for your hair follicles. It's a vasodilator, which means it widens the blood vessels to boost the flow of blood, oxygen, and nutrients to your sleepy hair follicles. It basically shortens the lazy resting phase and shows the follicles back into the active growth phase. But this big shift isn't instant. And before the good stuff happens, your scalp needs to do a little house cleaning. Which brings us to the first and most misunderstood sign that Minoxidil is working. Sign number 1, the dread shed. The first big sign and the one that sends people into total panic is an increase in hair shedding. You heard that right. The best initial sign that the Minoxidil is doing its job is more hair loss. It's famously known as the dread shed. And it's not only normal, it's something you should be honestly hoping to see. For the first few weeks, usually nothing happens. Then suddenly the shed begins. This was me when I started, and I remember seeing hairs everywhere. In the sink, on my pillow. It's frustrating, but it's a good thing. It's a sign that the treatment is working very well on you. Think of it like this. Minoxidil is hitting the fast forward button on your hair cycle. Those hairs falling out, they were already goners. Weak, miniaturized hairs just waiting to fall. Minoxidil just pushes them out faster to make room to new, strong, and healthy hairs that are getting ready to grow in their place. This shedding is hard evidence that the medication is reaching your follicles. I will show you some pictures of me during this phase so you can see what it looks like. So if you are in the middle of a dread shed, don't see it as a failure. See it as your scalp doing a spring cleaning. While it is definitely alarming, this phase is temporary, usually lasting just for a few weeks. Anyone that panics and stops now is quitting right before the magic happens. Sign number 2, the arrival of Vellus Hairs. Once you've survived the storm of dread shed, the next sign appears. Usually between week 4 and week 8. This is when the worst is gone and you see the arrival of new vellus hairs. What are vellus hairs? They are the soft, fine, colorless hairs often called peach fuzz. These are baby hairs and often the first physical proof of new hair growth. You probably won't spot them at a first glance. You have to hunt for them. Get close to a mirror with bright lighting and look closely at your thinning areas. You will know you have vellus hairs because they are not as long as the rest of your hairs. You can clearly see that in my own picture. Look at those tiny hairs coming out in the temple area. If you run your fingers on the area, you might feel a new soft, fuzzy texture. Seeing those vellus hairs is a huge milestone. It's your scalp saying, alright, cleanup is over. Now we are building. Their appearance confirms that follicles you thought were dead are now awake and producing hair again. It is important to manage your expectations though. These vellus hairs aren't the final product. With continued use, these baby hairs will continually be replaced by stronger, thicker and darker hair in the months to come. Sign 3. Increased density and thicker strands. The third and final sign, which usually becomes apparent by week 8 to week 12, is the one we've all been waiting for. A real and noticeable improvement in hair density and thickness. This is the sign you can see from a normal distance. It's that moment when you look at your scalp and realize, hey, I'm actually seeing less of it. This improvement happens in 2 key ways. First, some of those peach fuzz vellus hairs will have matured into thicker terminal hairs, adding to your hair count. Second, minoxidil can also increase the diameter of the miniaturized hairs you already have, making each strand thicker and stronger. The result is a subtle but powerful change. Your part line might look thicker. Your hair on your crown might look fuller. Your hairline may look softer and less sparse. Because this progress is so gradual, it's incredibly hard to notice day to day. This is why taking progress pictures is one of the most important things you can do. Once a month, same spot, same lightning, take a picture of your hair. When you compare your pictures from month 3 from day 1, the difference can be absolutely shocking. This is the payoff. Bonus tips. If you want to make sure you're getting all the results you can, here are 2 useful bonus tips. First, get a derma stamp or a derma pen. These devices microneedle your scalp and allow the minoxidil to penetrate deeper into the hair follicle. I used one and it's probably one of the reasons why I saw such quick results. I use devices from Follicly. They make great microneedling tools and I leave the links in the description. Second, use a minoxidil with Tretinoin. While I didn't use it back then, I have incorporated this into my current hair regrowth routine. It works by converting more of the minoxidil into its active form, minoxidil sulfate. A lot of topical minoxidil just gets thrown away because it's not properly absorbed by the skin. This combination, minoxidil with Tretinoin, which is inside this bottle, is especially great for those people that don't want to use a microneedling device, as it can boost minoxidil's effectiveness by 2 to 3 times. You can get it from Ulo, but it's only available in the US at the moment. I will put links to that in the description as well. Now, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and let me know where you are in your minoxidil journey. Have you gone through the dread shed? Have you spotted those first vellus hairs? Sharing your experience helps everyone in this community know they are not alone. Until next time, I wish you a happy hair journey.